Welcome back viewers. In today's video we are going to review the Ubuntu Budgie desktop. So let us start. This is the login screen of the Ubuntu Budgie desktop. On the top panel you have got the on-screen keyboard accessibility feature along with the high contrast and the screen reader feature. You have got this keyboard selector. So the keyboard layout is right now English US and there is only single language installed, so we don't have multiple language choice here. This is the time and date function, and you have got this power menu, so you can suspend or quit. Now let us log in to the Budgie desktop. Let us see if the scaling is done properly. No, the scaling did not happen. So we'll have to adjust the resolution scaling by ourselves. Let us open the Budgie control center. Go to the display. We'll have to do the scaling manually. You can see it here. The scaling is locked. Let us try to do the fractional scaling. Restore the configuration. I think the scaling is locked here also, so we will have an issue. You can see it here. The resolution is locked to 1024 into 768. So we cannot go to a larger resolution. We'll have to stick with this resolution for the course of our review. So I'm sorry, we cannot help because you can see it, the resolution cannot be scaled. Let us try to scale it to 125%. Let us see what happens. So there is no change, so we will restore to the previous configuration. So portrait, I think it will not change anything. Night light, okay. So what we will do is let us continue with our next review. So this is how the desktop looks in the Budgie Ubuntu Budgie. So this is a Budgie desktop. We have got a top panel and there is a dock at the bottom. So here this is the application menu look. So this application menu look is very much like in the elementary OS. So you have to do the horizontal scrolling in the different applications. So this scrolling is horizontal. In other desktops you have got a vertical scrolling in the application menu, and this is just like what we see in the elementary OS desktop. And there is an option, yes, there is an option to do vertical scrolling also. So if people are not used to this horizontal scrolling, they can go and choose the vertical scrolling option. In the center you have got the system day, date, time settings along with the calendar. You can choose and show the calendar. So you can see the calendar is quite advanced. You can even do the settings for the alarms and alerts from here. You can see it here. You can have a personal alarms. You can configure the birthday and anniversaries of your friends and family. You can have personal to-dos and reminders here. So everything is many things are possible. It is an advanced you can say planner for the user, and you can have three views. So one is the week view, the other is the month view, and you can also have a year view. So that's great, and you can see it here. I think the weather is also there, so you can see the weather inside the calendar. So that's another great. So for example, if it is working, no, this field is not responsive. I don't know why, but this field is not responsive. But if it was responsive, I could have selected one of the cities and we could have see if the weather is available in the calendar itself. So we will move on. We cannot wait here. So I think it will not work. Now you can add an event. So yes, we already seen this. So we can add events, anniversaries, everything, all personal things we can do. Even you can use this for your office needs also. Now I will close this. Let us check out the version. So it is a Gnome calendar. Okay, so this is a Gnome calendar, version is 41.2. So now I will close this. And on the right side of the panel, I think there are two buttons. What is this? Okay, so this is the workspace feature. So you have to scroll over. So just like this, you can have more workspaces. So 4 workspaces. Let us see what happens. Okay, it is little difficult to do, but this is the workspace configuration. So you can configure to have more or less workspaces. 2 is enough. What is this? This is a quick note. So you can take your quick notes from here, whether you are on a meeting or you are on a personal call. So if you want to jot down something to remember later, you can use these quick notes. Then this is the file manager. So you can directly go to the user folder, documents, downloads, music, pictures and videos. What is this? This is the network manager. So you can configure your connections and further detailed network settings. This link is also available. Here you can show the battery percentage and do the power settings from here. This is the volume manager, simple volume manager, and you can do detailed audio control from here. So you have to click on the audio settings. This is the power manager. So you can log in and log off and change the users from here. You can log, suspend, hibernate, restart and shut down your system. This is Raven. Raven is a notification area. You can see it here. It pops up from the right edge of the desktop towards the left, and you can see the applet notifications, applets and notifications. So the calendar applet is there, and in the notification section, I think only the snap. Okay, so there is a notification for the snapd, that is a snap diamond. So there are some theme snaps do you want to install. So there are some updates to the snapd desktop integration, so we can install them. Okay, so now what I will do is, let us check out this Budgie welcome. So Budgie welcome will pop up every time you restart your system, boot into your system. So from here, let me go back. Okay. So this is the main menu of the Budgie welcome. So here you can check out the introduction to the Budgie desktop, the features of the Budgie desktop, getting started, recommendations, the online stories there, community is there. You can get involved with the development of the Budgie desktop. You can donate to the Budgie project. You can install software, macros and layouts. So everything is possible here. So what we will do is, let us check out the features. So these are the features of the Budgie desktop. You can check it out. I will not go in details. You can just check it out. What we will do is, let us try to open the software center. So let us check out what are the Budgie extras. Okay, so these are the different Budgie extras. So there are some Budgie applets that you can install. Some are already installed, some are extra. For example, this profile launcher applet, the brightness control applets, calendar applet, clipboard applet. So different applets are there. You can install them. Let us try to install this CPU frequency applet. Let us see what happens. Let us check out further applets. Hot corners applet is already installed. I think you require to configure the. Okay, so the installation of CPU frequency is done. Where this CPU frequency will appear. What is this? Okay, some updates are there. So now I will go back. We'll check out this CPU frequency applet later. Meanwhile, let us check out what is the updater. So there are some updates. 366 KB will be downloaded. Let us install. Now let us further go ahead and check out the install software section. So there are some recommendations. Let us check out what those recommendations are there. So this Dropbox integration is there. Flatpak integration is there. So you can install and configure Flatpaks in your Budgie desktop with just one click. So I will just click here and the Flatpak integration will be done, and you can install Flatpaks directly on your Budgie desktop. You can have a Nemo preview, Nemo share, so you can share your folders with others. Backports repository is there, so it is already installed by default. There is this. Okay, so the installation of Flatpak is completed. Guten print is there, so it contains thousands of printer drivers for your system that is installed by default. Snapd application, Snapd or the Snap Store is already installed. Now let us go back. So whenever you install this Budgie desktop, you use this Budgie welcome screen to get started. So all the default, you can say, uh, developer recommendations are taken care of, and your system is becomes highly productive. Now let us go over again back. Now let us open the software center. So I think this is the Gnome software store. Let us see what happens. It will take some time. While it is opening up, let us go ahead. Yes. Okay. So it has opened up. We will, yes. So this is the nothing but the Gnome store only. So you can uninstall applications. So this is the list of applications that is already installed here. And in the explore section, there are some recommendations the top, and there are sections here: create, work, play, socialize, learn, and develop. So this is a typical Gnome store. I will not go in much details. The editor choices are given. New and updated applications are shown here. There are categories like codecs, fonts, hardware drivers, and input sources that you can use to further enhance your system and enjoy it. Let us check about software store. So it is the Gnome store 41.5. So now I will close this. Now let us check out the Snap apps. So it opens up the web page of the Snap apps, and I think you can install the Snap apps from here. So different Snap apps are shown here. You can choose them to install, or you can install it from the Gnome desktop, this Gnome software store also. You have to search for the application. The Gnome store will give you the option to install the application as a snap, as a flatpak, or as a .deb or the Debian package. So you choose what you want to install. Now Flatpak apps, let us see. So this is also opening up the Flat Hub, but we don't require to install it from the Flat Hub. We can directly install it from the Gnome store, because we have installed the Flatpak support, and we can directly install the application from there. You can also install it from here also. It will download a file called flatref. You double click on the flatref, and then that Flatpak can be installed. Okay, so now let us go over to the makeovers and layout. So you can see here the different makeovers and layouts are there. So Budgie has got a lot of configurability. You can have the changes to the way the Budgie looks. So just take a look at the icons here, and complete system, how it looks right now, how the dock looks, how the panel looks, top panel, how the applications look. Now, yes, there are some updates are there, 105, 107 MB of updates. Let us check out the details. So there is update to the LibreOffice and the Ubuntu Budgie base, so we can install it in the background. Where were we? Yes, we are in the this Budgie makeover and layout. So right now, which is the default layout? Let us check over. So here you can see the arc design is there, and the Posilo is there pre-installed along with this Kogir Budgie. So only three of the this makeovers and layouts are there. So we can install more. Let us install more. I think they will take some time, maybe 5-10 minutes to install. Then we can check all of them. Orchis is there. So a lot of those are white sur is there. So this will make your system look like Mac OS. So it is very popular. And the material design is there. So and in the desktop layouts, you can see there are few layouts for the desktop like the Redmond 11, that is the Windows 11 layout. The one layout, the Cupertino, that is the Mac OS layout. Traditional Budgie layout, Chrome layout is there. Redmond, that is the Windows layout is there. 11, I think this is Windows 11 layout. So it looks like the panel at the bottom the top panel will go to the bottom and it will look like a Windows 11 panel. And this is the classic Ubuntu Budgie layout. So appearances and desktop layouts are given. I think we have downloaded all. I think this was pending. So let us install this. So we have installed all layouts. Now let us check over. Why this material design is not coming up? It is not getting installed. Okay. So some installations are still pending. It will take some time. Meanwhile, let us check out all the applications. So this is a game application. Let us check out what is this additional third party and proprietary drivers. I will minimize this. Okay. So this opens the Ubuntu software and updates app, and here you can configure your Ubuntu repos. So you can see that these different Ubuntu repos are there. You can choose the server for the downloads. You can choose the repos for the partners. So Ubuntu partner repos can be enabled here, added here. These are the updates. How you install the updates, you can configure it here. This is the authentication. So this is the JPG keys for the repos. There are no additional drivers because we don't have any graphics card. Mostly whenever you have got a graphics card, some additional drivers are required for the graphics card. This is the option to install pre-release updates. So this is just update testing only. And this Ubuntu Pro. So Ubuntu Pro, what is Ubuntu Pro? I will show you in one of the videos. So this is very very good feature for the users, so they can get a long-term support for their installations. So it is free for the users, up to 5 devices it is free. So I will do, so it helps the user to secure their systems and get updates to the different apps, vendor apps and the system apps. So the vendors and Ubuntu together, they are now promising, we can say, updates to the system, so the system remains useful, and the users don't have to upgrade to the newer versions, so they can keep the older versions, older systems running for a long time. So I will now close this. So the update is done. Let us check out if the macOS are installed. Yes, I think only this Ubuntu Orchis and White Sur is doing installation. Let us check out the layouts. The Ubuntu Chrome layout is installing. Other layouts all are done. So first what we will do is we will check out the appearances, how the appearances work, and then we will do the desktop layout changes. So while it is installing, let us check out the different applications. This is the advanced network configuration. The archive manager is there. This is the Deja Do backups, I think. Let us check out. It should be Deja Do only. Yes, it is Deja Do. So I will do a separate video how to create the backups using Deja Do. I have already done the time shift and the backup. I think first or there are two applications, backup applications I have done. You can check out. Yes, back in time and the time shift. So two backup applications found in the Linux desktop. I have covered them. You can search in the video playlist. You will get those videos. You can check them out how to use the backup tools on your Linux desktop. And this Deja Do, I will cover it in one of the videos. So I will close this right now. We will not go in detail, but it is there. The backup application is there. This is to manage the applications on the ARM and the Pi systems. So you can install Budgie on ARM and Pi systems also. This is the Budgie control center, the Budgie desktop settings, Budgie discourse is there, Budgie extras, Budgie macOS, Budgie welcome. So you have seen the Budgie welcome. We will be checking out the Budgie macOS and layouts. We will go further. Calculator, calendar is there. Celluloid is the video player. Characters, cheese, decks. This is the G disk usage analyzer is there. Let us check out the disk usage analyzer. You can see it here. So around 11 GB of space has been used on the root drive. So system is not very heavy, not very light also. You got the G-Thumb image viewer, iBus preferences, LibreOffice suite is there. What is Magnus? A very simple screen magnifier, okay. Mine's menu editor is there, onboard settings, blank preferences. Let us open the Magnus. Why it is not working? It is not working. Maybe I don't know why it is not working. Okay, we will continue with other applications. Blank preferences are there, so you can do the configuration of the blank at the bottom. The themes, the position, alignment, icon size, behavior, and the docklets. So this is a blank dock at the bottom. You can do configuration using this app. That is the blank preferences. Now we will go ahead. I think there is this login window. Okay, let me check. I think this is the settings for the login window. Yes, so you can change the look of the login windows from here to the settings, accessibility options, battery power, HDPI support, the user list that will be appearing on the login screen, appearance of the login screen, everything can be done from here. Reviews control, power statistics, rhythm box, screenshot, software center, Sudoku system monitor. Let us open the system monitor. This is the Genome system monitor. You can see it over here, version 42, Genome system monitor. CPU usage, you can see it is hovering between 4 to 21%. So it is doing a lot of work in the background because this appearance and desktop layouts are being installed. So the system is working hard. Memory usage is 2.1 GB. Swap usage is around 89 MB. Network is also being used to download the layouts, desktop layouts and appearances. You can see here 11 GB. I told you 11 GB is being used for the installation of the Ubuntu Budgie desktop out of the total 131 GB of the root directory or the root file system. Transmission is there. Telix, I think this is a terminal. Yes, it is a terminal. Thunderbird, mail client, text doc. Okay, then what is other things? Let me check. Windows shuffler control is there, so you can do the tiling. So the tiling, this is a tiling manager. Layouts is there. Windows rules, applets, and miscellaneous. So all you can do your Windows management from here. Now let us go over to the appearances. So now let us apply the makeover. So you can see it here right now how the system is looking. You just keep a watch on the system icons and the looks. Now I will change the appearance to arc. Now you can see the icons will start changing and it will be changed to the arc theme. Apply makeover, and you can see there is one feature. You can only apply the theme from the design. You can only apply the font makeover. You can only apply the icon makeover. You can only do the desktop changes. So there is detailed options available. Now make the desktop changes. Let us see what happens. The icons, I think I have changed a little bit. I think it will require a restart, but the options, different options are available. Let us do the material makeover. Yes, you can see that it has changed. Material is working. You can see the icons have changed. I will show you. Look, the icons have changed, and the whole system looks different, and the wallpaper has also changed. So it is working. Now let us go and apply the material design remix. This will not change much because this materia, both are materia only. Only some small changes will be there. You can see the changes to the icons here. Some changes are there, of course. Now let us do the Mojave makeover. Already done. It is, you can see it here. Just looks like Mac OS. Yes, very nice. Now let us go over and do the Orchis changeover. So Orchis is getting installed. We will do with the uh, Oscillo makeover. So again, you can see the icons have changed. So I think Oscillo was the default theme. So we have gone back to the default. Now let us go over to the Ogir Budgie layout. Yes, again the icons have changed a bit. You can see here the background has changed to white. So it is working and all the layouts look very great. This white sur makeover is still installing appearance makeover. So what we will go do is we will go over to the desktop layouts. Let us try the different desktop layouts. Let us apply the Ubuntu Budgie desktop layout. Let us see what happens. Yes, so it has been applied and this looks just like we had seen for the first time after the boot. So this is how it looks, system looks. Now let us apply the classic Ubuntu Budgie. This is how the system will look, and the scrolling is now vertical by default. Now let us apply the Redmond. So this is how it looks now. So it is just like Windows. Now let us apply the Windows 11 layout. You can see it here. Now the panel, the icons are at the center. So Chrome is installing. So we will go with the traditional Budgie layout. So this is the traditional Budgie layout. We will go with the one. This is the Ubuntu Gnome desktop layout. You can see it here, something like Ubuntu Budgie Gnome desktop. And final is the Cupertino layout. Let us try the Cupertino layout. So this is how it looks in the Cupertino layout. That's done. Now let us go back to the appearance section. Let us see if the White Sur has been installed. So White Sur is taking a little bit more time. Now what we can do is, let us meanwhile check out the backgrounds. What different backgrounds are available. So here you can see the different backgrounds that are available. Let us try this one. Looks very nice. What we will do is, let us change over first to a good, yes, we apply the Mojave. It will look very cool. Now we will check out the wallpapers. So we will again apply this picture. Looks very stunning. Okay, by mistake I opened this one. Now try this one. This is also very nice looking wallpaper. This coffee, yes, coffee cup. Tree stump. Yes, this is also nice looking. Flowers mostly are very good. Yes, this is also good looking one. This is a text. This some texture. Green woods. This one should look very nice. Yes, this is very nice wallpaper. Beetle. Wind farm. All wallpapers are very good. This one is very nice. I liked it. This is also nice one. And these are the default Ubuntu wallpapers designed by the Ubuntu team. All are nice looking. So the installation of Orchis theme has been done. We will check it out later. Let us first complete the wallpaper. Yes, this is also nice looking one. This one is also nice. And this is also very nice looking. Now what we will do is, let us go head back to the first. Let me close this wallpaper. We will use one of the wallpaper. Let us stick with this wallpaper. I think this will look very nice. Okay, or we can go with the default wallpaper. That was, I think, this or this, I don't remember. We can go with this, and I will close this. Now what we will do is, we will go over and now check out the Orchis makeover. Okay, so Orchis has been applied, theme has been applied, and the icons are all rounded now. Now let us go over. Yes, this white sur should look very nice. Yes, it is very nice looking one theme. You can see it just look like Mac OS. Okay, so we have checked all the layouts, desktop layouts and appearance layouts. So I think we will switch this off. Let us go back to the Budgie welcome. We have done everything, I think. So I will close this down. Let us go over to the system tools, system monitor. Let us system monitor we have checked, software we have checked. Yes, this Budgie desktop settings, let us check. So you can do the Budgie desktop settings from here. You can choose the style, the widget style, icon style, cursor style, notification positions, dark theme, built-in themes, animations. You can change the desktop icons, active mounts, home directory, trash directory. So this will add the shortcut for your home directory, trash can. You can change the number of virtual desktops available. You can do the settings for the fonts. You can do the settings for the Raven, that is the notification area that slides out from the right edge of the screen. You can even change the Raven position to left or right of your screen. This is the window manager settings, the tiling settings, the other layouts, button layouts of the windows. You can do it from here. You can do the settings for the top panel. You can create the new panels at the bottom. We remove the panel, remove panel. So we have removed the additional panel that we just added. And this is the auto start setting. You can add applications that you require to auto start whenever you start your system. So this is the desktop budget settings in very short. So all the traditional GNOME desktop settings are there here also, the budget desktop, and you can go check out the budget settings. So budget settings is nothing but the GNOME settings. All the traditional GNOME settings you can see it in the budget setting. So I will not go in much detail. You can configure the active screen edges, multi-monitor settings, workspace settings, application settings, everything you can do. The privacy settings for the application, online accounts. So another benefit of the Budgie desktop is that you can configure your online accounts, for example, Google, Nextcloud, Ubuntu single sign-on, Flickr, Microsoft, everything you can do. So you can configure and then access your online accounts from here. So you can access your Microsoft Drive, the Google Drive, everything from here. So this is added advantage of Budgie desktop. So if you are missing the online accounts feature in other desktops, so you can use Budgie. So Budgie is a good alternative for the GNOME desktop. So here also you can use the online account just like in the GNOME desktop. Now let us check out the version. So the OS name is Ubuntu 22.04.02 LTS. Budgie version is 10.6.1. Windowing system is X11. OS type is 64-bit and virtualization is Microsoft. So I am using this Hyper-V hypervisor. So that's why. Earlier it used to show the Red Hat. So now I have shifted. I was using GNOME boxes, but now I'm shifted doing videos on Windows. So the virtualization is now Microsoft. So that's it. I think we have done everything. So I think we will close this down. Yes, that's it. I think now let me check any other things are pending. What is there in Office? Okay, so Office complete LibreOffice suite is there. Internet section, you got Firefox web browser, Thunderbird. Transmission is there for the torrent downloads. Graphics, you got the document viewers, drawing tool is there, GThumb image viewer, LibreOffice Draw, and the document scanner along with the document viewer. These are all the accessories you can check out. That's it, and the universal access. So you have got this magnifier. So a magnifier is not properly working, or I have not used magnifier, so I might be missing on the skills to use the Magnus magnifier. But I think not great skills are required, but I think it is not working. Maybe there is some permission issue to use the permission to use this desktop to magnify, or I don't know. I will check this out in later and I'll show you how to use this Magnus magnifier in some of the later videos. So any other things that is pending? Okay, so with this, I think we have checked out the complete Ubuntu Budgie desktop. It is great alternative to the GNOME desktop, and it looks fantastic. And one other bigger advantage of Ubuntu is that the development is not that fast as compared to the GNOME desktop. So you don't get that those many bugs. In KDE, the development is very fast, so there are a lot of bugs. But in Ubuntu, this Ubuntu not Ubuntu, Budgie desktop, the development is slow. So like in Mate desktop, so you don't get that many bugs, and the system is small. It is not a very big system, so the chances of having bugs are very less. So with this, I stop the video here. See you in the next video. Bye bye.